Maxx Crosby, the star defensive end for the Las Vegas Raiders, is trying to maintain focus amid the ongoing drama surrounding wide receiver Davante Adams and the team's struggles this season. Following the Raiders' disappointing 34-18 loss to the Denver Broncos on Sunday, Crosby opened up about the difficult situation the team is facing but emphasized that such distractions are nothing new to him. "You think I'm not used to this stuff going on? It is what it is. I've been dealing with it my whole career," Crosby remarked, speaking candidly after the game. His comments reflect the sense of frustration surrounding the Raiders, who now find themselves grappling with the potential departure of one of their key offensive players, as well as internal turmoil within the locker room. The drama began to escalate days earlier when Raiders head coach Antonio Pierce made comments on social media that were interpreted as an endorsement of the idea of trading Davante Adams. This reportedly aligned with Adams' own wishes, as he subsequently told the team that he preferred to be traded. The Raiders have since been exploring trade options for the All-Pro receiver, reaching out to teams across the league to gauge interest. Adams, who is in the third year of a 5-year, $140 million deal with the Raiders, has been a cornerstone of the team's offense since joining in 2022. This season, the 31-year-old wideout has 209 receiving yards and 1 touchdown over 3 games, and while those numbers are below his usual standards, he remains a highly coveted asset. Adams has recorded 4 consecutive seasons with over 1,000 receiving yards, including 1,144 yards and 8 touchdowns in 2023. Reportedly, Adams has expressed interest in being traded to either the New York Jets or the New Orleans Saints, 2 teams that are in need of offensive firepower as they pursue playoff aspirations. However, it remains unclear how far trade discussions have progressed or whether a deal will materialize. Despite the apparent tension between Adams and the organization, his absence from Sunday's game was attributed to a legitimate hamstring injury, which isn't expected to keep him sidelined for an extended period. Crosby, who is close to Adams, acknowledged the complexity of the situation but made it clear that his focus is on the Raiders' current roster and trying to improve their performance on the field. "Davante is my boy," Crosby said. "I love Davante, and he's going to do what he's going to do. I'm praying for him, wish him the best, but we're focused on the Raiders. We're focused on who is here now, and we're focused on winning. We need to find ways to do that." The Adams trade rumors come amid a particularly difficult stretch for the Raiders under the leadership of head coach Antonio Pierce. The team's struggles reached a new low in their loss to the Broncos, a game in which they allowed Denver to score 34 unanswered points after jumping out to an early 10-0 lead. Despite benching starting quarterback Gardner Minshew II in favor of rookie Aiden O'Connell, the Raiders couldn't rally, and Pierce declined to name a starting quarterback for future games. The loss to Denver also snapped an 8-game winning streak that the Raiders had previously enjoyed over the Broncos. Pierce has come under fire for his handling of the team this season, particularly after a public outburst in which he criticized players for making business decisions during a blowout loss to the Carolina Panthers. He initially refused to take responsibility for the team's poor performance but later issued an apology, stating that he didn't want to become a distraction. The Raiders' struggles on the field have been compounded by injury issues. Maxx Crosby himself returned to action against the Broncos after missing a game due to a high ankle sprain. His absence marked the first game he's missed due to injury in his career. Despite the team's poor overall performance, Crosby had a solid outing, recording 3 total tackles and 2 sacks. As the Raiders' season continues, the uncertainty surrounding Davante Adams' future remains a significant storyline. Whether the star receiver stays with the team or moves to another franchise will likely have major implications for Las Vegas moving forward. For now, players like Maxx Crosby are trying to keep their focus on what they can control, but with such high-profile distractions, that may prove to be a difficult task.